everyone. Welcome to our interview for Holistic Californian with Minx, a lead front woman of the group Pretty Blackmore. She's going to be talking to us today about all things Pretty Blackmore and why she is the yogi rock and roll love goddess. Hi, Minx.
Hi, Kelly.
How are you?
Fantastic.
Great. So, first question, who is Pretty Blackmore? How did all that come about?
Well, Kelly, I fell in love with the guitar a couple years ago. Learned how to play it, but it all came so natural because I used to play it when I was younger, but didn't remember that till my mom shared that with me. And then I started putting the pieces together, started writing lyrics. Then you figure, okay, well, I've got the songs, well, maybe you need a band.
Okay.
So I was working with Dr. Dre's son, Curtis Young. Then that kind of fell apart, but I continued the process. We got a drummer, we got the guitarist, we've got the backup singer, we got the go-go dancer, we got everything together, and then we got really lucky because Big Daddy X from the Cottonmouth Kings turned us on to Cameron Webb, and we got a chance to do our single, You Didn't Call, with him, and we recorded it, and then everything took off from there, and that's how we got started.
Fantastic. How exciting is that?
Super exciting.
So, do you write all the music for the band?
Yes, I do.
All original scores
All
written
original.
by the fabulous Minx?
Yeah. Well, I don't take credit for the creative part. I just feel like I'm the vessel. Okay. It just comes to me, through me, and I share it. That's all I do. I'm just the body.
Got it. So, there aren't very many black rock and roll bands out there, especially with a black front woman. So, how did you choose rock and roll versus R&B or pop?
Well, rock and roll has always been my favorite music of choice. My stepfather turned me on to rock and roll at a very young age, and it's always stuck with me. I've always veered that way, but I like all types of music. I like rap, I like hip hop, I even like a little bit of country. I really like classical. I like everything, but rock really resonates with me. I'm a huge Prince fan, groupie, stalker.
Okay, I'm there with you.
But again, my favorite song from Prince was from his very first album, and it's Bambi.
Oh.
My favorite song.
Okay.
So that's where it started.
Surprising.
Yeah. So that's where it started.
And how did you find your bandmates? Is everyone African American in the band?
No. The drummer's Afro American, Marquez. Foxy Ray, who is our guitarist, is Afro American. Ian is Caucasian. My co-vocal is Caucasian.
Okay.
So we got a little mix going on.
It's a diverse band.
Yes. And then there's me, of course.
Okay, of course. Lovely front woman. We did see your show at the Whiskey last week. It was amazing.
Thank you.
So how was that being your first show?
Oh my gosh, it was just one of those moments where you're all in. This is it. We've rehearsed for a year for this moment. Even though there were little kinks along the way because we didn't get to have a sound check, you just show up and mic check, go. So I think after viewing the tape, we did a really good job.
You did. You guys were awesome.
Really good job. It was
awesome. You guys had that place jumping. Everybody was having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, even I fell, got back up, didn't skip a beat. My sister grabbed me during the middle of a song. My friends rushed the stage. It was crazy.
It was a great night. Everybody looked like they're having a good time. But most of all, the music was so on point. Everybody, you had the whole place jamming. So it was great. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. You're welcome. You got to come to the next one.
I definitely will.
I know you're going to be out of town, but you'll see us at the
I'll be at the Rainbow Room for sure. So you style yourself the yogi rock and roll love goddess.
Yes.
Come on, tell me about that. Tell me about that.
Well, I fell in love with yoga over about 10 years ago, and it was just such a awakening for me to really learn more about myself. Because yoga is just a bubble of love, and it's about loving yourself, and the community is so welcoming and loving, and you give so much. And that's why half the people at my show were my yogis, So the rock and roll love goddess, rock and roll yogi, it's just my way of still being true to myself and to be able to share another version of myself. So that's the musical part.
I love it.
And I love
it.
that I'm bringing my form of rock and roll is a healthy rock and roll. You know, I didn't drink before I went on stage. I didn't have any, excess to anything. And it was so funny.
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah, it was so funny. In the dressing room, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Where are the naked girls? Where are the drugs?
Yeah.
Where's the alcohol? And I'm sitting there with an orange juice and turmeric.
I love it.
I
love it.
That's what I want to promote myself as. Still going out and having a good time and partying, but keeping it together and waking up the next day and remembering.
Yes.
And
not being hungover. and all
feeling
of that.
good.
You wake up after a show, feel good.
Exactly.
So, in your opinion, how does music contribute to wellness?
Oh my gosh. Music is just, it's medicine. Any song that you listen to, it brings on a feeling, a memory. It will make you stronger. It could help you in your times of weakness. So music is very fundamental in life for everyone because it's words, and words matter. Words mean something. You can resonate with the words. So that's why music, everyone has a favorite song.
Yes.
So that's
of
why
course.
music is so important.
Okay. And what message would you like as a group, both as a group as Pretty Blackmore and as a woman and a performer, what message do you want your fans to most know?
I want my fans to know that they can do whatever they set out to do. There's no time limit. There's no reason why you can't. If you want it, go do it. I never thought in a bazillion years I would be leading a rock band, because my background is in entertainment, but I also write children's books. But I want my fans just to believe in themselves, and no matter what, take that chance. Go for it. Because if you don't, you're going to be wondering your whole life, I wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda. And I hope my music, they can really feel what I'm saying, and they can say, oh, I remember that time that person didn't call. I remember I was waiting by the phone all night long.
I know we've all had that experience.
My eyes to blue. So, I hope they can really understand what I'm saying and they can really connect with it.
Lovely, lovely. So we are both native Californians.
Yeah, Cali.
And this is the Holistic Californian magazine. So I have to ask you, some California issues that we're having right now is we seem to be on fire for most of the year, and we're running out of water. What's your opinion on that?
I think that the reservoirs that we have, there's something going on. Like, we should have enough water in California. And the fact that there's still a drought for the past, 10 years now? It's every year it's the same thing. I really believe that our people that represent us need to do a better job. This is California. This is the best place you want to live, I think, personally, in the world.
I'm agreeing with you.
And I've
You're
traveled a
preaching to the
lot.
choir.
There's nothing about Cali, it's just beautiful. And I feel like they need to do a little bit more. Get it together. There's enough money.
That is true. That is true. We are one of the richest states.
We believe in solar panels. We're very earthy here, so there's got to be a way to get this together. It shouldn't take this long, and it shouldn't be happening every year.
Yes, I agree. So, you are performing again soon, so why don't you take this opportunity to shamelessly plug the band? Where are you? Where can they find you? Right. Where can they buy your music?
Right. Well, shame in my game. We are playing on the 7th of July. We've been asked back to the Whiskey A Go-Go, so I take it we did a good job. We're also doing the Rainbow Room on August 2nd. We're the headliners. It's just us. So our set's going to be an hour. So you're going to have some really good music and a really good time.
Okay.
You can find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Pretty Blackmore, Instagram, Pretty Blackmore, TikTok, Pretty Blackmore. We're on all the musical streaming networks, Apple, what are they? Apple,
YouTube Music?
Apple, Spotify,
YouTube Music?
YouTube Music,
okay.
all of them.
Okay, well done. Do you have any final words before we wrap up here for your...
Yes, I do. I want everyone just to believe in themselves, go for what they're passionate about, and to never, never give up. Because even if you fall, it's okay, because you got to get back up. Exactly. And you know what? Keep rocking!
Yes, rock on! Well, everyone, thank you, Mecca, for joining us today.
Thank you.
I am Kelly Kemp here for Holistic Californian, and I hope you all join us. Hit that like button on the bottom, subscribe to our channel so you get our interviews when they publish, and namaste.
Namaste. Oh, and always practice yoga.
And always practice yoga.
Thank you.
All right.